Coach Kosiorek from the Gilmour Lancers, 9-0, looking down the barrel of the playoff spot. Home game, what are your thoughts about the playoffs?
Well, we got, as it goes, we've got a nice win against Joe's tonight, and we got Aquinas next week, and then we'll see what happens. Obviously, I think we clinch a spot, and then we'll see where we finish off and who we're going to play. But it's been a great season so far, and want to keep going.
Speaking of clinching, tonight clinches at least a share of the NCL. It's been a long time since you've been able to hang a conference banner because you were independent. What's the significance of that to you?
It's great. I mean, that's something at the beginning of the year we talked about doing, finishing in the top 8 in playoffs and also winning the conference. And so far we've got both going on right now, and it's awesome. I mean, it's why you play. It's regular season motivation and then getting you ready for playoff season.
You've got a running back out there who's nearing 2,000 yards.
Yeah.
Every game plan is geared to stop him, and yet he's doing this. What does that say that he's able to have this type of year, considering that?
Well, he's a special talent, and he'll tell you the same thing. And like I've been telling everybody, our offensive line, our wide receivers, doing an outstanding job of blocking downfield and sustaining blocks. And getting the ball in his hands is one of our goals. But I think Jack Krebs showed a little bit today, and we've got a lot of positive things going on. And CJ's a special guy, and hopefully he continues to impress everybody.
Speaking of getting the ball in his hands, he had the transition from a year ago, receiver. I asked him about it. He said he prefers catching the ball.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, he is. I mean, since he came into Gilmour 4 years ago, he started at receiver, and we knew what type of talent he was, and we fortunately had some pretty quality kids. Jonathan Abrams last year, 2 years ago, Mario Girk, and it's not that CJ couldn't have been our running back. We just had a more stable of running backs where we had and put CJ out there. But no, he's dynamic wherever he's at. He's proven that he's successful on both sides of the ball, and it's one of the reasons why we've had our season like this.
You mentioned the line. Tell me a little bit more about the thinking of making that transition this year with him behind them.
Yeah, well, when we had three of those guys were starters last year for us, and everyone thinks we lost. Everybody, with Tyler LaRue leading the way last year, but Armand DiPuccio is a 3-year starter. Michael Holleran is, Josh Mivas, Michael Strart, now it's the tight end. We just got guys that understand how to sustain their blocks and play the angles and all that stuff. And they love when CJ's behind them because one of the things we say, we don't have to jump offside, we don't have to hold for him to be successful, and that's if our guys know they latch on guys, we'll get some positive yards, and that's what's going on.
You guys have had so many lopsided wins this year, but you had a close one the other week.
Right.
What do you want to see from this group as you guys inch closer to week 11?
Well, it's been fortunate that we've been on lopsided victories, and we'll take those any day of the week. We just want to make sure our guys understand that as we move deeper into the season, we're going to get teams that match up with us better. But it's not that we can't handle that. We just haven't been tested on that. So we know what we have, and defensively we're playing phenomenal, and led by Jack Kozar and the whole host up front. And so it's been a lot of fun. These guys understand what's ahead of them, and our motivation is to continue to do what we're doing.